Hey y'all, what's up? Life Coach is in the building for a quick second to give you a few gems about letting other people dictate what you deserve as you pursue joy, happiness, and success in this life. Like I always say, we get one life to live. This is not a dress rehearsal. So we got to get to it. And each and every day we learn and grow. At least that's the hope. And so today, I'm going to let you know why it's so important to hold what you want and know is for you close to you and not let other people determine whether or not you get it or you don't. Now, each person is different. So there are some of us that may still be pursuing joy, happiness, and success. You may have found what brings you joy already in this season of your life. So you're just working on being happy with that and finding success with that. Alternatively, you could be in search of just one thing, no matter what it is, whether you're in search of joy, happiness, and or success, two of the three or all three, it's important not to let other people deter you away from that. So, three things today I want you to keep in mind is as we go through this. I'm going to kind of give you my thoughts on it and you can take it and run with it. The first thing is stop letting other people tell you what you do or do not deserve. If you know in your heart that something is for you and it's what you're pursuing, other people don't get to tell you no, whether it's a job, whether it's a career, whether or not it's a place you want to move into, whether or not it's starting a business, starting your own social media channel, whatever it is that you know is for you, don't let people tell you that it's not. Because once you start listening and taking in what people are telling you, it becomes a part of your thought process, right? You start to think about it. It's like, man, you start to marinate on those thoughts and think, what if they're right? What if I really don't deserve this? Like, what if this is not for me? What if everything they're saying is true? Once you start to think about stuff enough, you start to believe it. And once you believe it, like I always say, your thoughts influence your behavior and your actions. So then you start moving like it's not for you. You start abandoning plans. You start shutting down shop on things that you have put blood, sweat, and tears into because you let somebody tell you it's taking too long. You should have been there by now. Is that all the progress you made? Don't get me wrong now. There's a difference between constructive criticism and people just hating all day long. There's a big difference. So, as people are telling you these things, you have to be able to use your discernment. It's like, man, am I only hearing from this person when there's something negative to be said? Has there ever been anything good or any type of constructive criticism or any type of assistance that they've offered to provide? Or are they always telling me that this thing isn't for me, or maybe you don't deserve that, just to seem like they don't want me to have it for whatever reason? So stop taking in what people are saying. Stop allowing people to tell you that you don't deserve it. You can vocalize that to them like, "Hey, I appreciate your concern. However, I'm not going to let the fact that you are telling me I don't deserve this thing, I'm not going to let that hinder me. So I'd appreciate it if you kept your thoughts to yourself. Or I'd appreciate it if you kind of back off with some of those type of comments." That's what you call advocacy. So don't let people divert you into a different direction. So that's the first thing, right? Don't let people tell you what you do and do not deserve. And then the second thing is don't let them stand in the way. Now, not talking about in a literal or a physical sense, unless, of course, you're running a marathon or something, or you're in a physical race and folks are deliberately trying to cut you off. And that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about people trying to stand in your way in the abstract, meaning trying to sabotage things that you've already built up. And they can do that by talking to other people about why they shouldn't give you a certain thing, why they shouldn't work with you on something, why they shouldn't hire you for a position, why they shouldn't give you a loan, why they shouldn't barter their services with you, why they shouldn't enter into a contract with you, that sort of thing. People with jealous spirits and envy in their hearts will try and derail stuff all day long. Misery loves company. We all know that. So don't let folks stand in the way. They'll be talking to folks, getting into people's ear. You might even catch them snooping through your things, like going through your computer, looking around at stuff too hard, always wanting to see stuff. Oh, let me see that. And then asking a whole bunch of questions. When people don't want you to have nothing, when they want you to be miserable because they're miserable, when they don't want you to reach a certain milestone that you set for yourself, they going to ask some questions because they're going to want to know what it is that you're doing so they can slide in and one up you on it. They can try and take your idea and implement it before you can do it. They're going to try, as we say in the research space, when we're working on something that we're trying to get done so we can publish, we say folks are going to try and scoop us on this if they get it done and get some answers before we do. So don't let folks try to scoop you. Quit answering so many questions. Quit answering everything everybody asks. You can give a broad answer and then move along. You don't have to give all the specifics. You don't have to explain your intellectual thoughts to people because, believe it or not, your thoughts are your property. That's intellectual property as well. So stop letting folks tell you what you do or do not deserve, and stop letting folks stand in the way, y'all. Move them out the way. Shut it down. Stop talking so much. Don't give them what they're looking for. And the third and final way that folks will try to dictate what you deserve is by talking you out of it. This ties back into number one really heavily, where they just tell you what you do not deserve. These folks might not come right out and tell you, but they're going to try and hint around and let you know why it won't work. Oh, it's not going to work because of this. I don't think that's going to work because of that. They're going to tell you who tried to do it before and was unsuccessful. They're going to tell you who else is doing it now already, so you can't do it. No, what's your edge? How can you take that thing and make it just a little bit better? They're going to try to tell you how else you should be doing it. Well, maybe you can do it this way, or maybe you can do it that way. If you find yourself surrounded by a person or people that, when you put your ideas out there, even when you just talk in casual conversation, they take the conversation over and try to tell you how to do every single little thing, you better run. You better run. Surround yourself with people who are asking you questions about it that you find relevant and that make you think a little bit. That's what we do as coaches. We ask questions because, believe it or not, 9 times out of 10, The issue that you're struggling with or the thing you need an answer to, you already have that answer. It just takes somebody to come along and ask you a few questions that you hadn't thought about to get the wheels turning. So don't let people talk you out of stuff. Folks shouldn't always be telling you. People should be asking some questions. They're going to tell you how long it's going to take, how hard it's going to be, or why it's impossible, y'all. They're going to make you feel like you're incompetent, like you just plain old dumb sometimes, and maybe even delusional for thinking that you can get to where you want to be because they're not on board helping. Oh, this ever met somebody who needs to be a part of everything? There's no way something can happen and be successful without them involved. They're gonna make you think you're overreaching. You're striving for too much at one time. How about just try to do this? You got to think about that. Do that one small thing, but that's going to lead you to the thing that they think you're overreaching on. Sometimes there's that saying, you got to play the fool to fool the fool who thinks they're fooling you. All right? That's all I got for you today. Whatever it is that you are going after, go after it. And if you see that there are people around you that are constantly trying to hold you back from that thing, you better cut them off and keep on moving. Don't let them tell you what you don't deserve. Don't let them stand in the way of what you know you deserve. Don't let them talk you out of what you deserve. May you find all of the joy, happiness, and success in this life that you're looking for. And may you build a community of people around you who are glad to see you reach it. Until next time, y'all, toodles.